What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome to my chemistry tutorial. Let me just turn my mic down 1 second because that looks exceptionally loud. That's much better for me. Okay, so this is going to be a tutorial basically based on the chemistry in the most simple of aspects. There's a lot more to it than this, but I'm going to be giving it to you in separate parts so that you guys can actually understand what I understand, and the next part, like this part, is about the base chemistry and the chemistry points. The next chemistry tutorial will be about people in the wrong formations and the wrong positions and why they still get good or bad chemistry, but for this one it's just about the actual points. So I've got some information to give you before we move forwards, guys. When I refer to something as base chemistry, it's 6 points, and base chemistry is pretty much when you have a player in the correct formation and the correct position, they get 6 chemistry points. That happens regardless of anything else. You could have 4 strikers around Ricardo Carvalho here, all from the BPL, and all of them like French or something, and he would still get 6 chemistry. So he would, like, if you're in the right formation and the right position, you are absolutely guaranteed 6 chemistry, just as EA kicks us out there. So the base chemistry is 6 points. If they are in the wrong formation or the wrong position, of course, that changes. I don't quite understand how that side of things works yet. I'm learning how it works. I'm spending a lot of time studying this with some of the guys from FootWiz, and I'll put the link to FootWiz in the description. And yeah, I'm spending a lot of time with them guys figuring this stuff out and exactly how it works. So for now, I'm giving you a chemistry tutorial on the principle that the players that you have are in the right formation and the right position. Now, there's a few things that I need to explain to you before we go into the actual tutorial and the actual squad building side of chemistry. If Ultimate Team would just be a dear and hurry the hell up and load back up. Right, so we're going to squads. And we're going to use Ricardo Carvalho as going to be our test subject. So we put him in and hit into the centre back position, and he gets 6 chemistry. Now you can see around Carvalho, he has 5 links. Okay, so he's got the goalkeeper, the other 2 centre backs, the right centre back and the left centre back, and the 2 centre midfielders, the left centre midfielder and the right centre midfielder there as his links. So he's got 5 links. This means he needs to achieve 5 points to produce 9 chemistry. Okay, and the point system works like this: you get 1 point if you are paired with a player from the same league. You get 1.5 points if you're paired with a player from the same nation. You get 2.5 points if you're paired with a player from the same club. You also get 2.5 points if you're paired with a player from the same league and the same nation. And then you get 4.5 points if you're paired with a player from the same club, the same nation, and the same league. So in this instance, guys, I'm looking for 5 points out of that point system. Okay, so what I did is I went and got 5 players from the BBVA who aren't from the same club or the same nation, but are from the same league, which gives Carvalho his 5 points. As you'll see here, when we put all these players in, is it Aguilar? Is he from the BBVA? Yes, he is. And we have the other guy. They're both from the BBVA. Okay, right. So this instance gives Ricardo Carvalho 9 chemistry. It doesn't show it there. Let me just come out of Ultimate Team and go back in. This is the only problem with this whole thing, is that it bugs out here. So Carvalho gets 9 chemistry because he receives 1 point for the same league from 5 different players. Okay, which gives him the 5 points. And the reason why, again, he needs 5 points is because he has 5 different links coming around from him. If, however, we had 2 different centre midfielders in this centre midfielder spot who are from a different league and a different nation, so we've got the 2 guys from the Serie A here, he now only has 3 points. He's only achieving 1 point here, 1 point here, and 1 point here. So in terms of a hybrid, we're now looking for 2 Portuguese centre backs to help out from the Liga BBVA. We've got Nunes here, he goes in, boom, and we have also got Sereno, who's from the BBVA and is also Portuguese, which gives because he's Portuguese and from the same league, so he's from the same league and the same nation, he gets 2.5 points from Nunes. He also gets 2.5 points from Sereno, and he gets 1 point from Kameni. So he actually gets 6 chemistry points here, and he only needs 6 points in total, not chemistry points, to achieve the 9 chemistry, and he only needs 3. So we can actually take out the goalkeeper here and put in the Italian league goalkeeper, and he still gets 9. So I'm going to come out again and go back in just to show you that it's not a glitch or anything like that. So he still gets 9 because he gets 2.5 points from here and 2.5 points from here. Now don't be mistaken, guys, 1 point does not equal 1 chemistry point. 1 point equals 1. Basically, you need to achieve the complete amount of points to get the extra 3 chemistry. So he gets 2.5 points from this one line, 2.5 points from this one line, and needs 5 points in total because there are 5 lines around him: the goalkeeper, the 2 CMs, the 2 centre backs, and himself there in the middle. So he gets 9 chemistry for that. So hopefully that explains a little bit as to how the chemistry works. I'm going to go through the point system again. You get 1 point from someone being in just the same league as you. So if we put Lugano here, he all of a sudden loses chemistry. He'll go down to 7 chemistry now, because he doesn't achieve all 5 points that he needs. So he goes to 7 chemistry because he's got 3 dead links, with the goalkeeper, 1 strong link of 2.5, 1 medium link of 1 point. Now there is one other instance where you get a big boost of points, of course. If you get the same club, nation and league, you get 4.5 points. So for example, if Contrao was here, even though Contrao's a left back, not a centre back, Carvalho would get 4.5 points from Contrao and 1 point from Lugano, giving him the 5 points that he needs to reach 9 chemistry. I'll show that a bit more in a few minutes. But just once again, I just want to run you through the point system. So you get 1 point from the league, you get 1.5 points from the nation, 2.5 points from the same league and nation, 2.5 points from the same club, and 4.5 points from the same club, same nation, and the same league. Now, I've got another squad here that we're going to be testing out. It's a 4-1-2-1-2 squad with a whole bunch of different stuff. And bear in mind, you've got to remember that the points that you need to achieve is equaled by the amount of lines that go into the player. So we're going to use a few different examples here. We're going to start by putting the team together a little bit. We're going to put Leon Osman in there. We're going to put Matt Jarvis in here. We got, I think, Kieran Gibbs at left back here. We're going to put Gouffran and Gignac in the striker positions. And we are going to put Biani at right midfield. And we are going to put Konko at right back. And then we're going to put Anita in the CDM position. Okay, so guys, in this instance, we're going to be looking at Gignac. I'm going to just come out and go back in just because it needs to refresh the chemistry. Okay, so Gignac gets 9 chemistry, as you can see. The reason why he gets 9 chemistry is because he only needs 3 points. As you can see, the only 3 points he has, 1 from Gouffran, 1 from Osman, and 1 from Biani. Although you don't look at the players in this instance, you look at the positions. So he needs 3 points, 1 from the right midfield, 1 from the cam, and 1 from the striker. But they don't all have to come from those positions. So in this instance, guys, once again, he's got a link of 1.5 points from Gouffran and 1.5 points from Biani, which equals the 3 points that we're needing. So Gignac gets 9 chemistry because he's got 2 French people around him. If I put anyone else in these positions, so if I go and put Peter Crouch in this position here, of course Gignac doesn't get 9 chemistry anymore because he only has 1 link, which is the 1.5 nation link, and we need 3 points altogether. So as you can see, Gignac goes down to 7 chemistry, which is still pretty decent, but it's obviously not good enough. So we're going to put Gouffran back in. Now we'll take Biani and show you how it works with Biani. So Biani has got 4 links that he needs. He's got the striker, the cam, the CDM, and the right back in Konko. In this instance, Biani gets 9 chemistry because with Konko he's got the same league and the same nation, which gives him 2.5 points, and with Gignac he's got the same nation, which gives him 1.5 points, giving him the 4 points total that he needs because he's got the 4 different lines going into him. So to receive the 9 chemistry, he gets all those 4 points from just 2 of the positions. If we change Konko and put Debussy in the right back position, who is from Newcastle and not the same league as Biabiany, but just from the same nation, you find that he drops to 7 chemistry because now he only has 1.5 points from the right back and 1.5 points from Gignac, giving him only 3 points when he needs 4 to achieve his 9 points chemistry, meaning that these 2 guys here are completely useless for him. Now, in this instance, guys, or not in this instance, but in any other kind of situation here, we've got Marvo and Gouffran here. Okay, so I'm going to play about with things just to show you again exactly what happens. Let me put take Anita out. I want to put I actually want to get the guys from the Portuguese league, or let's take these players. Let's take Royce and Jovetic and Danilo as well. We'll take Danilo because I want to show you the power of the same league, the same nation, and the same club. So we're going to put Danilo in there. We're going to put Jovetic in there. We're going to put Royce down at left back, and I'm even going to take out. I'm going to take out the striker as well, so we'll put Payet. Oh no, he's French. I don't want him. We'll put Lionel Messi up front. Okay, so that means we got Gouffran and Marvo here, who still both get 9 chemistry, and I'll explain to you why they both still get 9 chemistry. So, in this instance, Gouffran needs 3 links because he gets striker, cam, and left midfield as his links. So he needs 3 points. Marvo here needs 4 points because he gets striker, cam, CDM, and left back as his 4 links. So he needs 4 points. Now, because they're from the same club, the same nation, and the same league, they achieve 4.5 points each, meaning no matter what happens around them, they will always get 9 chemistry. If we go back to the 5-2-2-1 formation team, where are we? 5-2-2-1. And we look at this same example. If we had, I'll just go and buy Contral because I want to show you this example. I should have had Contral in their team already. Never mind. Let me just go and buy him quickly. We want left back, gold, Portugal, Liga BBVA, and Real Madrid. And the preferred formation 5-2-2-1. Not that the formation matters in this instance. I don't really care how much I pay for him, but there we go. Okay, so we've got Contral, and we're going to put him in this into my club here. And this is just to show you why you can have a match with the same club, same player, and same league. I could have actually just put Ronaldo in the position. That would have just done the exact same job as what we're doing here. So if we take out everybody that gives what's his name, Carvalho links, and then we put in Contral. Where is he? There we go. So if we put Contral into the team, you can see that Carvalho only gets 7 chemistry, and the reason why Carvalho only gets 7 chemistry, let me put another player next to him from the Italiano league. Where are we? Okay, it's not. Let's get Konko out. So again, in this instance, guys, Contral gets 7 chemistry because he's in the wrong position. Carvalho gets 9 chemistry, it says, but that's wrong. If we're going to go out and we're going to go back in, just so the chemistry refreshes, and you'll see Carvalho actually only gets 7 chemistry because he needs 5 points because there are 5 links going into him, and he only gets 4.5 points from Fabio Contral here. So we need 1 more point, meaning if we just put 1 centre back in there from the same league, Contral, what's his name? I can't even remember. Carvalho will now have 9 points because he gets 1 point from Lugano and 4.5 points from Contral. So hopefully this explained well enough to you guys whether or not how chemistry works. If it did, be sure to leave a thumbs up and let me know in the comment section that this has helped you. Hopefully the idea behind this chemistry tutorial is to help you guys when building your hybrid team, so you can go into Foothead and you can maybe understand a little bit more why you need certain players. So for example, if you are building a hybrid, let me just remove him and him from the squad. Let's say you had this sort of team, let's say like these were your favorite players on the team, and you wanted a striker. Now you know at this point that this striker needs 3 points, and you can already get, if you put a French striker, you can get a French striker from any single league, because he's going to get 1.5 points from here and 1.5 points from here. So you know for a fact you can get a French striker from any single league. You can also get any striker from Newcastle, because the same club is worth 2.5 points. So sorry, you can't get any striker from Newcastle. If we have how did I have this in my head? Yeah, if we have Osman here. Right now, if this is the situation, you can have any French striker. You can also have any striker from Newcastle, because you get 1 point link from Osman here and 2.5 points link from Gouffran. So you get 3.5 points when you only require 3 points for that striker position. So you can have either someone from Newcastle or someone from France, and that won't be a problem. Hopefully, like I say, this has helped people. I don't know whether or not it has. Hopefully it has. It certainly helped me in terms of being able to build teams and such. And if it did help, please let me know. Like I said, I'm looking into how to determine what people get when they're in the wrong positions. So for example, if Marveau was a left winger in the left midfield spot, how does that affect his chemistry? That's what I'm working on. But for now, guys, I'm going to leave it here. I'm just going to leave on the screen some information again about how the point system works, so that you can perhaps write it down if you haven't already. But as always, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Cheers.